He almost died. Now he's back at the same corner with the same assholes. You want to explain that to me?" He shook his head. "These fucking people." In my 40s, with 2 children, a spouse, a dog, a mortgage, and a full-time job as a tenured law professor, I decided to become a cop. I could give you any number of plausible-sounding reasons for this. I'm an academic with a long-standing interest in law's troubled relationship with violence and thought that learning about policing firsthand would lead to new scholarly insights. I had just finished writing a book about the changing role of the U.S. military and believed that becoming a police officer would allow me to better understand the blurring lines between war fighting and policing. I was dismayed by the statistics on police shootings and by the racial disparities in the criminal justice system, and wanted the insider experience that would enable me to become a credible and effective advocate for change. I was a one-time anthropology student and considered participant observation the best way to understand cultures that might otherwise appear alien and incomprehensible. All these were perfectly worthy and legitimate reasons for embarking on an otherwise unusual experiment, and they made decent retroactive justifications. But I had other, less noble impulses as well. I was restless and not quite ready to subside into tenured comfort. I wanted something different and challenging, something nothing at all like a faculty meeting. I had probably read too much crime fiction. I wasn't completely mad. I didn't quit my day job. Instead, I applied to become a reserve police officer with the Washington, D.C. Metropolitan Police Department, MPD. Many cities have unarmed volunteer auxiliary police, but the District of Columbia is one of the few major U.S. cities in which unpaid reserve officers operate as sworn armed police officers with full arrest powers. As a reserve police officer in Washington, D.C., I would go through the same police academy training as the city's 3,800 full-time career officers, take the same oath, wear the same uniform and badge, carry the same gun, and patrol the same streets. But as a volunteer, I would be required to offer the city only 24 hours of patrolling each month. 24 hours a month didn't seem like much. Nonetheless, no one I knew thought this was a good idea. "You're insane," my husband told me. When I applied to the Metropolitan Police Reserve Corps, Joe was in the process of winding down his own career as a U.S. Army Special Forces officer. After more than 2 decades in the military, he said he was sure of just 2 things. He never wanted to wear a uniform again, and he never wanted to have to call anyone sir again. My sudden interest in policing, a profession that required both the wearing of uniforms and the acceptance of a paramilitary command structure, struck him as inexplicable. My mother was similarly unenthusiastic. A writer and left-wing activist, best known for her own forays into immersion journalism, her memories of being tear-gassed by police at 1960s anti-war marches remained fresh. "The police are the enemy," she informed me. "They are not on our side." She wasn't the only one who felt that way. Then, as now, police violence was constantly in the news. When I applied to the D.C. Police Reserve Corps in 2015, students at Georgetown Law, where I taught courses on international law, human rights, and constitutional law, were coming to class wearing T-shirts that read, "Stop Police Terror." "The police are killing Black people," one of my African-American faculty colleagues told me. "I can't even talk about it right now. I just can't." My father listened as I stumbled through my convoluted justifications, then shook his head. "Well, you sure do come up with interesting ideas." I don't even live here.